Welcome to Krita tutorial. 3D rotation. This is welcome to 2026. 2026. Happy New Year's and all that stuff. Here's your host, Robert Foster. Let's go in and 3D rotation yourself in. Let's go. Hi everybody. Hi everybody. How you guys doing today? Hi. Yes, everybody, happy New Year's and all that good stuff. Today we're going to show you a 3D rotation in Krita, and this is the second time I'm doing this. I apologize for not into bad audio. So let's get to it. All right, so my name is Robert Foster, and I'm gonna give you a host today. Okay, everybody. I hope everybody is doing okay today. I'll make sure. I did something wrong. Oh well, there goes that beat. This is one and done. I guess it's gonna have a different song. Oh well, so let's make this count, shall we? All right, so I got my canvas on today. If you are not here, the introduction to the scene, you just gonna create a new document, and you're gonna click new, and I'm working it in 1928 by 1080. Okay, so as we get this out the way, I set my keys. I set my keys up for when I was working for I erased the whole thing. Yeah, just work with me. I set my whole keys up when I'm working with the animation station. I was working for him for almost 6 months, and the project has fell through. So long story short, I'm unemployed right now, but I'm not mad about that. Right now I'm just doing me, and I'm glad. Thank you for the service you provide for me and teaching me to be better animator. So this tutorial, I'm gonna show you how to interpolate in Krita. Most people don't know this. I'm gonna set a paint layer. I'm just gonna press the plus tool. Plus. All right. And so if you don't know Krita by now, there's bunch of basic tutorials. This is not a basic tutorial of Krita. I repeat, this is not a basic. This is more an intermediate and beginners, but beginners can follow this and get into Krita. If you don't know the software from in and out, you go to tutorials from the basic, not of me, and I will give a basic. If anybody wants the basic, I should give a basic tutorial for here. And haven't been doing Blender for a while, but I'm coming back soon. I've been busy on my schedule. So if you don't have this set up by now, this is a custom setup I set up myself. But if you don't, you could click on animation tool. That's what I work with, animation tool, because I'm a artist and I like the animation tool, and I like to keep it because I like to do comics and animation at the same time. That's my preferred, and it's pretty cool. Down here is your timeline, and over here is your animation curve, and that's when you do your interpolations. The order to do interpolations, you got to have a transform mask, and let me show you that right at the census. Let's make an image first before we start. Okay, so we're going to click on the multi tool, and I'm gonna make sure everything's on default. I'm gonna make sure my stabilization. I got my stabilization pad, so I won't. I'm using mouse instead of my tablet. I'm working with an old X Pen tablet, 1.0 X Pen or 2.0 or 1.0. I don't know, 1.0 X Pen. I'm gonna say I don't like I said I don't have the money, but I should. You know what I mean. All right, so let me why hold on. What's going on here? Why does this? Let's open up this layer again. Why are you doing this? It's having weird artifact issues right there. Weird artifact issues. Hold on. Yeah, I'm just having technical difficulties because I don't know why. It just want to act up onto me. All right, let's go again. Let's click on multi-tool. Sorry. So sometimes I work so fast, this ain't funny. I try to take my time. I'm gonna make a gear. Okay, let's go to inside. Happy little trees. Okay, let's click off the multi-tool. Okay, it's not the best work, but I'm working on the mouse. The point is, doesn't matter. And here's the thing. I set up my keys on my tablet. I should be using my tablet more often, but I set up my keys. You could set up your keys that way on your tablet. If you're not, I'm going to show you the manual way. I know. So I'm going to add a color mask tool because I'm going to colorize this. This is a quick tool tip from Animation Station. And the X is going to be the transparent background. In order for you see this, you click on this tool, the color mask tool, click that on, and here's the trans mask tool. Without that, everything be red. I'm gonna show you, demonstrate. See, everything be red. So if I click that and update it again, let it render, it get rid of that. Okay, and you can click it here too if you can't see that or you can't do that. And let's render it. Once we render, done. Let's convert this into a paint layer. Now it's the paint layer. Okay, I'm going to merge this down. I'm going to Control E to merge. You don't have to, but I want to save data because you can do this, and you could keep merging down or whatever, or you want to change colors. You know what I mean? Make sure your color's permanent, whatever. But this is only for doing that. We're going to add another tool called Transform Mask. We'll add that. Okay. Make sure we end this tool, but not this tool. Okay. Not the layer tool, the transform tool. Okay. Control T. The same thing like in and I'm going to hold Control and left click, go into perspective mode. Yep, that's how we do it. I'm sorry I don't have a mic hold stand. It's a little rinky tinky here. I used to be up. I'm going to get me a mic stand next. All right, so next for animating this, I'm animating this. See, Y, no, I won't do Y0. And this is usually be 85 degrees. You could have an 85. Matter of fact, I'm gonna do it 75 degrees. All right, I'm gonna keep it 75 degrees. Save for the tutorial. Next, we're gonna go to animation curves. Make sure it's 0. And also, I set it to the end game to 60. So I'm gonna add a keyframe. If you go here, I'm gonna move the timeline to 0, and you can see the keys has been added. And I'm gonna type the number here to sake of tutorial. We try to get this done. 60, and let's go to the end. Right here, we're at 60. On the Z-axis, click on the Z-axis, and we're gonna put a number 360. Reason why I don't and add a keyframe, and I'm gonna add that to that. Okay, make sure it's 360. Okay, so make sure. Oh, we haven't added, so make sure you clicked on it, because if you click out of it, it will not add the frames. So it updated the frames for us. So good. So we're going to press the stop key, and then we'll press play. If it rotates, we did it. Look, it rotated. Cool. Cool. Look how rotated it is. Okay. So in order to move this, you can't move this in its current state. The reason why, because you're going to mix up the axes here. The order to move this whole canvas, we got to turn it to a group. Now there's an issue. You can't use the transform tool, but you can use this tool, the regular tool. You can use the regular tool, but you don't want to do that. Okay, let's undo that. You don't want to do that. Okay, it's gonna mess up the order for that. All right. So the order for you to use the transform tool, it says disable. So you want to click and add another transform mask, and then you click, and now you can move it anywhere. If I move it down here, it will still rotate. See? Okay, let's undo that. All right, so what I'm gonna do is collapse that, and I'm gonna hold Control J. I'm gonna make a duplicate because I'm gonna show you this. Sometimes you gotta click the transform mask because the order will do that. You press down here. It doesn't matter, and you trace these lines to make it more 3D if you like. So let's press play. Yeah, bada boom, bada bing. That's how we do a 3D rotation inside Krita. You can make it more perspective if you want. And the thing is, it's you can rotate it anywhere, any axis you like. And then about the rotation of tutorial, people don't know about this. There's not a lot of tutorials. There might be one, there might be none, but there's not a tutorials cover with this feature. This feature is a hidden feature. People don't know about the interpolation, and people don't know about the rotation. Yeah, I don't have an end song for this, but I'm gonna make one up. Unfortunately, I'm gonna pick the first song, whatever it picks. That's it. All right, so this is a different song than it was before, but I'm here to let you know this is the ending of the tutorial. But I'm gonna let you guys know Thank you for watching and subscribe and like this channel. Goodbye. I'm your host, Robert Foster. Thank you for tuning in.